every single Monday. I read for the zodiac signs, and I kind of give you a cheat sheet about what your week is going to be like. Well, this week is a little different because we are starting out this week with a new moon. And this new moon was super intense. So not only am I going to read for your sign for the week, but I'm also going to pull you a shadow work card and let you know kind of what it is that you're going to be dealing with really hardcore this week. Okay? Thank you so much for that, Rosie. This new moon in Scorpio has really showed everybody, make sure I got my cards right side up, has really showed everybody where they've been holding their own selves back. And it hasn't done it in a nice way. It hasn't done it in a nice way. So I always go with Capricorn. I start with Capricorn and we go all the way around the horn. If you guys follow me on YouTube, you're watching this on YouTube, then I highly recommend that you go back and watch your moon and your ascending if you know them. That way you can know how your regular week is going to be with this reading for your sun sign, how your emotions are going to be, that is your moon, and then your ascending is what other people are going to think about you, okay? So, Capricorns, are we ready? I'm just going to say, Cappies, this is an interesting week, okay? Lots of fives. You guys start off with Nyx, which is the Enchantress of the Night. Now, this is secrets and refuge and subterfuge. This is super secret spy card, okay? You also have limitless possibility, okay? Caps, right now, you are full of this intense energy. Look at the colors of these cards. Look at where the light sits. Just, you see what I mean? You are full of this deep, dark, intense energy. You have a ton of limitless possibility that is sitting inside there. I hate that I'm telling you Capricorns this because please don't kill me, but you can't use it this week. You can't use it this week. Do you know why? Because you also have this. This is rest and renewal. Capricorns, before you can fully harness this right here, you need to take a little bit of time for you, okay? Now, if you are a very upfront Capricorn, do this first. Get this out of the way. Do this first. Then you'll be able to harness this. You've been running yourself ragged, Capricorns. You've been running yourself ragged, okay? If you don't get some rest and some renewal this week, you're going to feel all of this and not be able to utilize it. And I know how you Capricorns are when you get let down because you can't use all of that amazing energy. Okay? This is a ton of potential. This is a ton of you making all kinds of decisions that are going to affect your future. That are going to affect your manifestations. That are going to intensely guide where you are going. If you can't harness it because you're uptight or because you haven't relaxed at all, just saying, Caps. This first, then this. You can't take care of anyone else if you are on the floor, Caps. Okay? Are y'all ready for your shadow work card? Because I'm just gonna warn you. This is Naked Before the Stars. Caps, the one thing that this new moon has done to you and for you is laid out where you have been hiding yourself. You've been hiding your true self, Capricorns, and in hiding your true self, you now are exposed and you feel like you are naked before everybody, okay? It's time for you to get back to you, Capricorns. It's time for you to get back to the things that you used to do, all of the things a couple of years ago that you stopped doing. I'm just saying, Capricorns. Work on why you feel exposed this week. It'll help you figure out where all of this passion and all of this limitless possibility comes from. But make sure that you get some rest this week, Capricorns. Caps, I'm going to say Selenite is going to be your stone for the week because it's going to help clear out. It's going to help clear out any of the junky energy that is here. It's going to help clear your space, going to help clear your stones. It's going to help clear your aura. It's also going to help clear out any of the negative bullshit that's been sticking around. Okay? Yeah. Sass, you're so funny. Sass said Capricorn stone, selenite, clear out any junkety junk. All right, Aquarius. Are you ready? Are you? If you guys also don't follow me on YouTube, make sure that you do. I'm about to release a couple of new episodes, both of the new podcast called Hex Rated, some road ramblings, and this week I'll be filming the very first episode of Witches and Wine. If you guys would like to be a part of that, it is every single Wednesday. You can register for it on my website. It's a Witches Roundtable. Very limited seating, just saying. All right. Ooh, Aquarius, it's all about healing this week. For those of you guys that have Aquariuses in your life, I'm just letting you know that it's kind of going to be a week where you're not going to get a lot of interaction out of them. They start off with the ageless, which is healing, graciousness, knowledge. Then I shit you not, you have the me talks, which is repairing all of those aspects of you that have gotten damaged lately. And then you have deep diving into a task. Notice all the water there, Aquarius? Notice all the water? Here's the thing, Aquarius. When it comes to detoxing yourself, when it comes to healing all of those hurts that have happened over, I'm really going to say probably this last year. Notice that there's a lot of turquoise here. You notice that? Turquoise is a fantastic color for healing. I highly recommend doing a little bit of color therapy this week. Don't look. So, there's a reason that you've been in your own head all day, Aquarius. There's a reason. There's a reason that you're going to be in your head most of the week. Because there's a lot of things that you need to clear out, Aquarius. Whether these are bad habits, whether these are people, job, whatever it is. There are some things that you've been doing, Aquarius, that they've got to stop. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I know you Aquariuses, when you do something, you get utterly obsessed with it. So, that's what this week is all about, Aquarius, is deep diving into this detox and this healing aspect. Now, I'm going to say this. Even though you're like, oh, I'm going to be in my own head all week, I'm going to be doing all this stuff, this is more than just frou-frou. This is more than hardcore shadow work. This is more than self-care. This is more than all of that. This is literally deep cleaning your energy and your space, Aquarius. I haven't even turned your shadow work card over. Like, I can't even wait to see this. I find this interesting. This is I won't cry for you, Aquarius. In other words, the shadow work that has popped up is you finally realizing that you need to take care of you and you need to quit giving everybody else all the sympathy. So the problem is, Aquarius, you're going to swing hardcore from doing everything for everybody to fuck you. Or you have already swung in that hardcore manner. Be careful how far into the fuck you aspect you get. Okay? I'm just saying, because you can push people away with this in a bad way because you're trying to heal, Aquarius, okay? Just saying what I'm saying. Just saying what I'm saying. Stone for Aquarius. To be honest, I'm going to say turquoise. If you can't find actual turquoise is kind of expensive. You can usually find the turquoise dyed Howlite or blue Apatite, okay? Blue Apatite can be a little hard to find, but blue Apatite is attuned to the future. I've been wearing my bracelet of it almost constantly the last week. Turquoise is my first pick for you, Aquarius. Turquoise dyed Howlite is the next one, okay? All right, where's all my sweet little Pisces at? Where's all my sweet little Pisces at? Okay, Pisces. Throwing cards at me there. It's funny, this card landed on your anchor card. Well, Pisces, you cannot make this shit up. We have absolute king, queen, Pisces energy this week. Pisces, you start off with Danu, which is the mother of creation. This is ferocity, it's protection, it's creation, it is generating something from nothing. Not only that, but this is the card that flipped on top of this. This is a powerful card in that it's all about movement and creation and blossoming. This is the card that fell out on top of it. This is the empty well, but notice it's upside down. Pisces, you are absolutely and utterly full of energy this week. Whatever it is you want to create, it's going to happen like that. This is a powerful, powerful week for manifestation for you, Pisces. It's a powerful week for you to get shit done. Here's where I say you can't make this shit up because I shit you not. You also have limitless possibilities. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Pisces, this is absolutely your week. This is your week to rule the fucking world around you. Not only are you full of this creation energy, you aren't at the bottom of the well. You have all of this fantastic energy. And on top of that, you have the limitless possibilities card. Like, I don't know how more clear I could be. I'm just saying, Pisces, you better go out and change the world. You ready for your shadow work card? Now that you had this fantastic ass week, let's see what the shadow work card is. Perchance to dream. You know, all those dreams you left behind, Pisces, all of those ones that have been coming up a lot more recently. Pisces, if this is not the reading of all readings, I don't know what to tell you. You better own every fucking bit of this energy this week, Pisces. Now I got to figure out what kind of stone, because the ones I think that you guys should grab are probably expensive if you have them or if you can find them. I mean, to be honest, Pisces, if you were considering getting Moldavite, this would be the week for it. If you already have Moldavite, this is the week for it. Otherwise, I would say Labradorite or Iolite, I-O-L-I-T-E. I know that I gave you guys several stones here, Pisces, but I knew that yawn was coming. It's because I know not all stores have them sometimes. So yeah. Another good one is going to be blue apatite that we just talked about. It looks kind of like this. Blue apatite is attuned to the future. So Pisces, if you have some major moves that you're trying to make, that's going to be a great one too. I know all my girls are like, quit giving stones. All right. Damn. Where's my Aries at? Had to look over since I've got candles going over there. That was me throwing a card. If you guys don't follow me on YouTube, make sure that you do. Aries, it's taken me a bit to draw some cards for you, which usually is indicative of a little bit of an indecisive week. But let's find out. Yeah? All right. Here we go, Aries. Lots of fours. 43, 24. I'm just going to keep yawning this evening. It is what it is. All right. You guys start off with Osiris. Osiris, which is commitment, acquisition, it's responsibility. It's really feeling all of the consequences, good and bad, of the choices that you've made up till now, Aries. Now, I am going to say this. This is more good than it is bad, okay? It is more good than it is bad because you also have the overwhelm card, which is overflow and plenty. In other words, you are overflowing with all of the good things that have come from you being the responsible one, Aries. You are overflowing with all of the things, all the good things, because you took on all the things that other people didn't want to take on, and now you're being rewarded for it. So all of those times this last year that you have worked yourself to the fucking bone, you're going to be rewarded for it. The other thing is this. This is the divine matrix, meaning, and notice the colors are all decently interesting there. All yellows, greens. The divine matrix is all about you seeing the serendipity, you seeing all of the connectivity, you seeing where everything is interconnected, Aries. It's going to be a really intense week for you, but up here, okay? Because when we start having all these synchronicities just go, it kind of blows your mind a little bit on a daily basis. And Aries, it's going to be that way for you all week. You're going to see a lot of, wow, if that hadn't happened, then this. You're going to see a lot of interconnectivities this week, Aries. A crazy fuck ton of interconnectivity. Okay? We ready for this? This is the Addicted card, Aries. So with all of this and seeing this connectivity, Aries, I fully expect for you to see something this week that you have become addicted to. Whether this is Starbucks coffee, I know, I had to say it because of the whole pastor freaking out about it. Or whether it's just maybe you've gotten too addicted to sleeping in, hitting snooze, something like that. There is something, Aries, this week that you're going to see hardcore that has to be let go of, that has to be stopped. But to be honest, Aries, it's going to be a good week overall. And seeing something that you're addicted to that you need to stop with all of this, I mean, the card's even pretty close to the same color. If you really look at it, it actually makes a pattern. I'm just saying what I'm saying, Aries. I am actually going to say Lapis for you, Aries, because I feel like you need to absolutely harness all of this king, queen energy right here. And I feel like that with you having something that you have to let go of this week, yeah, I think it'll be a fantastic thing. Fantastic thing, Aries. All right. That right there brings me to my sweet little Tauruses. Where's all my Tauruses? Did you know that Taurus is in Uranus this week? I'm sorry. Uranus is in Taurus this week. The 13-year-old in me wants to say it the other way. If you guys have not caught some of the things on my TikTok, I will be making sure that I upload a ton to YouTube. Just saying. Well, I turned over your shadow work card before I was ready, but here we go. Well, Taurus, you aren't escaping the aha moment either this week, but it's not a bad aha moment. You start off with Charon, which is the ferryman. Now, this is focus, it's transition, and it's need. We're going to focus on the transition part here. I'll show you why. Well, also on the focus. We're going to focus on the focus. We're going to focus on the focus. Taurus, there's going to be something that pops up this week that you grab onto with an intense, insane focus that causes an interesting transition for you. The reason I say that is because you also have deep dive into it, hiccups, into a task. This deep dive is what that focus is all about, okay? Chances are it's going to start off as something little bitty tiny. It's going to start off as you just falling down the rabbit hole and thinking, man, that's really cool. I want to know more about that. And next thing you know, you're 2 hours in. And next thing you know, you're obsessed with it and you're doing it the next day too. You're learning the next day and the next day and the next day. Well, here's the thing. It's actually going to lead you to a very intense revelation this week, Taurus. This revelation is going to be one that helps you rebalance yourself. So don't think that this revelation is going to be something that just rocks your whole world or causes a whole bunch of problems. It's not. This revelation is something that helps you rebalance you, Tauruses. It's a fantastic thing. Okay? Even though this is kind of an insane week with this hyper focus on something, it's going to end up being fantastic for you, Tauruses. I know y'all have had kind of a rough go of it lately, and sometimes I hate pulling the cards for Taurus because it's almost like I'm picking on you guys all the time, and I'm not. But this week right here, y'all get rebalanced. What I love here is I already turned this over before I started reading. This is Peaceful Among Thorns. This is the shadow work that's going to pop up with you this week, Taurus. When this card comes up, this is to show you where you have become complacent with something, someone, a situation, etc., that is not in your highest good and that is doing everything it can to hurt you. And you're letting it continue to happen. Okay? Taurus. I'm going to say Tiger's Eye is going to be a great stone for you. Tiger's Eye is protective, but it's also extremely lucky, and it can help you manifest and move forward on this path. So that brings me to my little Geminis. Yeah? Where's my Gemini gang? There they are. They all come out in force. You guys know I will have the newest Jason Voorhees live in the shop this weekend. He will be on another episode of my new podcast this Friday night. Be filmed live from the shop. You guys can join us. The podcast episode with EC3 from this previous Friday will be on YouTube. Actually, it should be on there now. All right. Here we go, Geminis. Are you ready? You guys start off with Morgan Le Fay, which is growth and atonement and yawning and deceit. So, I'm just saying. This growth and this atonement, Geminis, is a theme for this week. I have not turned your shadow work card over, so we will here in a minute. But this is a week, Geminis, for you to just be. Okay? Don't actively go seeking the growth. Don't actively go seeking the atonement. And don't actively go just seeking anything. Because this next card right here is actually 11. And this is stillness and quiet. Okay? I'm not going to say, oh, go meditate every day this week, because we all know that nobody really has time for that unless that's your job. What I am going to say is this, Geminis. You need to find a way to just calm and steady yourself this week. That's it. Just calm and steady yourself. And if someone has a problem with it, you can say, hey, I spoke to my spiritual advisor on Monday, and she said that it's just going to be that week where I need to chill. I need to calm down. I need to just be. 1 is a very important number for you this week. We just had the 11-11-11 portal. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You also have this, the Drifter, experiencing life as it comes, which is 14, another 1. Gemini, pay attention to you this week, how you feel, where your mental health is, where your emotional health is, how you feel with all of this growth and all of this crazy bullshit that's been going on. Take time for you this week, Geminis, okay? And if somebody in your life has a problem with it, you can send them my way, okay? You also, like the Cappies, have Naked Before the Stars. So that tells me that this growth right here, Geminis, is going to leave you feeling super exposed. Again, take time for you. Because when you feel exposed and when all of this right here, all of this exposure comes out, I know you Geminis are those people that you don't, not that anybody likes to feel exposed, but y'all take it personally. Y'all take it personally when someone wants to expose anything private about you. Okay? Take time for you this week, Geminis. Don't let that exposure get to you. Okay? I'm going to say amethyst is going to be the best thing for you. Amethyst, 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 Geminis. It'll help you with your sleep. It'll help you with dreams. It'll also help kind of protect you and guide you in the right way this week. So amethyst is going to be your friends, Geminis, all right? Well, that brings me to my Cancers, yeah? Yeah? Cancers? Okay. I was about to say, I'm kind of having a problem getting a card to draw for you, and you just flicked one on the desk for me, so all right. It did take a minute, though. It took me a few times of shuffling through that deck to get a card. Just like this one, it took a minute. We're just going to take both of those, and then you had a whole bunch come out. So, Cancers, before I ever turn any of these cards over, I'm just going to say be easy with yourself this week, okay? Because Cancers, you guys are super, super squishy. And I know that this new moon has been hard on everybody. And if it's hard on some of the tougher signs like Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, it's going to be really hard on y'all. It's going to be really hard on y'all too, because you're squishy as fuck. All right. Well, it's going to be an amazing week. It's going to be an amazing week, Cancers. You guys also start off with Nyx, the Enchantress of the Night, which is secrets, and vigilance, and subterfuge, and all of that intense, deep, deep power in there. But then, look at this. You have the Opportunity card. So, you hold all of this personal power this week, Cancers, and it brings opportunities into you. You can't make this shit up. All of those weeks up till now where you have felt powerless, Cancers, where it's just been a shit week after a shit week after a shit week. This week, with this new moon, you are on point with your personal power. This opportunity here is really interesting because, I shit you not, behind that, we also have the Dusk Devil, which is moving out of stagnation. So Cancers, where you felt like you've been stuck in a rut for a while, you haven't really known which way to go. You've been just kind of wandering around like, I don't know if I even want to be here in this place because this is stupid. There's no signage. There's no way to tell me where to go. It's not even a fucking scarecrow. Well, guess what, Cancers? You're all about it this week. You have your personal power on point. You have your big kid pants up. All the opportunities are falling in your lap. And bam, here you go. Off and running. Off and running. This moving out of stagnation card always makes me happy when I see it. I don't care who you are. It makes me happy when I see it. Because this tells me that it's finally movement out of the rut you've been in. So get ready for it, Cancers. I mean, actually have your big kid pants on, okay? Actually have your big kid pants on. But, Cancers, this right here, this is going to be a fantastic week for you, okay? I know that today started off rough for a lot of people, almost everyone I know. But, Cancers, going to be a great week for you. Going to be a great week for you. Ready for this? No. Envious gluttony. Cancers. There's something that's going to pop up this week that you have been partaking in. And this is like an emotional thing. Whether it is being envious of somebody or whether it is... I have a feeling that it's being envious about something with someone very close to you. It's going to rear its head. Rear It's going to rear its head up. I can't say that. It's going to poke its head up. What is wrong with my words? But here's the thing, Cancers. This may not necessarily be your envy. This could also be someone around you that has some really nasty jealousy or envy with you with something that's going on. So be really careful this week, okay? Chances are you're going to realize there's something that's been going on that maybe you've been more jealous about than you really thought. So you've been wishing bad on somebody like, well, yeah, well, I hope they don't get that job or whatever. But chances are you're going to have somebody else rear their head, poke their head up at you. Be ready for it. Have your big kid pants on. Not only moving out of stagnation, but somebody that's already jealous of your shit. I'm just saying. All right. Cancers, I'm going to actually say, Malachite or Pyrite. Both of those are this kind of stone right here with all those opportunities and the moving out of stagnation. I mean, I'm just saying what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Pyrite or Malachite. Okay? You like that? I'm just saying what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Wow, Leos. Leos are right on the ball. All right. Leos were right on the ball. Well, I say that. And then every shadow work card wants to come out. Don't like that, Leos. I don't like that at all. All right, my little Leos, are we ready? Okay, lots of ones here too. We have 19 and 1. Leos, you guys start off with the thinker, which is the father of knowledge. So this is knowledge, but this is also reinvention. Such as my heater coming on and burning me out. I'm reinventing, turning it off. That was terrible. You laughed. You're welcome. All right. The other thing is this. You have spiritual narcolepsy, okay? Now, I know you went, whoa, 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 whoa. That first card was great. That card, not so great. It's actually a really good thing. Here's why. Because you also have clarity and organization. So, Leos, this is not going to be a week where you are super spiritual. This is not going to be a week when you are super tuned in. It's not going to be a week where you make all of these massive spiritual stride forward. Instead, it's going to be a week where you realize there's some shit that's been hanging over your head. There's some shit that's been going on or whatever. And it's time to clean stuff out. Now, this also means physically. So don't be surprised, Leos, if you wake up one morning, you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to clean my entire house. I think we're going to do some deep fall cleaning. We're going to get rid of some shit. We're going to throw shit away. Don't be surprised if you start cleaning house with friends on Facebook, followers, wherever. It's going to be one of those weeks where the Leos, if you have been on the fence with a Leo, you probably are on a chopping block. You probably are on the chopping block this week. I'm just letting you know, because the Leos are done. They've had it, and it's time for them to clean house. So, just saying. I'm just saying. There's no massive spiritual things going on for you, Leos. Everything is... Okay? Ready for this one? Just like the Tauruses, you guys also have Peaceful Among Thorns. And I think it's really, really interesting that you have these two cards in particular, the Thinker and then Clarity and Organization, because This card is all about realizing where you have been allowing yourself to be hurt on purpose and used on purpose, which probably is going to result in a lot of that. Damn. It is some super mega strong Leo energy this week. Leos, I'm actually going to say Obsidian. I'm going to say Obsidian for you guys because Obsidian is very volatile stone. It's very grounding, and it's also very protective. Okay? Okay? Where's my Virgo crew at? In case you guys did not know, I just expanded my shop. On Friday at 11:30, I already have it scheduled here on TikTok. We will be doing a live ribbon cutting out front. The Chamber of Commerce has come down to do a ribbon cutting. I'm excited. I can't wait. So I know you guys will all be here to watch it on Friday. Oh, Virgos. I love that. The Virgos are like, I don't need to do any shadow work. All right. All the sirens are coming for you, Virgos. Virgos, you guys start off with Lilith, which is hunger and animism and intensity, magic, ferocity. This new moon, I can't wait to see your shadow work card. This new moon is intense for you. It is intense as far as your personal energy and yourself. Does that make sense? Sometimes we need our personal energy to just fix our own bullshit. You know what I mean? It's not personal energy to move forward. It's just to fix our own bullshit. Because this right here is the veil. This is repairing the veil. This is forgiveness. So Virgo, this is a powerful, powerful, intense week and a place, a week, a time, excuse me, for you to be able to get past some shit you've been holding on to. For you to forgive yourself, for you to go through and forgive other people, because I happen to know that some of you Virgos might hold a grudge, just like the Tauruses and the Capricorns. If you guys have never, ever met an earth sign, or you're not familiar with earth signs, those bitches can hold a grudge like no one's business. Fire signs, they're happy to just burn all of those bridges. Air signs, they're happy to speak it into existence, that you know exactly how they feel about you. And water signs, they're going to vomit emotionally on you and make you feel like shit. But earth signs will cut you the fuck off like you never existed. And they will hold that grudge until their soul dies. Not till they die, until their soul dies. Virgos, I know. I told you a secret. But there's a lot of forgiveness this week, Virgos. Okay? On your part, for yourself and for other people. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Some of these grudges you've been holding for a long time, and when you let go of it, you're kind of unsure what to do. It'll be okay. I promise it'll be okay. The cool thing is, notice how bright this card is in this repairing some of this, but notice how these two have a lot of similar colors, a lot of deep, dark reds and pinks and so on. Virgos, once you have this and you let go of it, then all you need to do is get back to this intense Lilith energy when you're worried about where you should go next, okay? I promise, Virgos, you're not going to be down very long. And even though this right here pops up and you're like, oh, well, maybe I should let go of that grudge and all this stuff, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I promise. It'll be okay. It's going to be a very freeing week, Virgos, okay? A very freeing week. You ready for your shadow work card? This is the addicted card. Did I not just say that you Virgos were going to have some grudges that you realize you probably needed to let go of? That tells me that some of you Virgos probably have been being super addicted to being petty or to really, really causing problems with these people you're holding a grudge with. You can't make this shit up. Virgos, I'm going to say Ocean Jasper. I'm going to say Ocean Jasper. If you can't find Ocean Jasper, you don't have any, then Moss Agate is going to be the next closest thing. Okay? Oh, I love that some of the Virgos over there on TikTok were like, hell yeah, I'm being petty. You only told the Tauruses not to be petty this week, not the Virgos, right? Last week, excuse me. Taurus, that means y'all are off the hook for being petty. I know you guys have been chomping at the bit to be petty this week. So far, I don't think I've really told anybody they can't be petty this week. But I'm just saying, you know. All right, Libra lose. Where's all my Libras at? Libras, it's taking me a minute to get your shadow work card, and I'm not doing that many. I am not doing that many. Apparently, I put a card in the wrong deck. Libras, what the fuck? I just want one card. Y'all keep doing this. Thank you. I have a feeling that was upside down. Yep. All right. I love you, Libras. I really, really do. Okay. Libras, you guys start off with Anubis, which is actually preservation, reconciliation. Anubis is a very, very powerful god of the underworld. Death is like rebirth. You cannot rise back up after something if you don't let go of it. If there is not a death that causes it to fail. Do you see what I'm saying? The reason that I bring that up, and I said it the way I said it, is because next you have Moon Maiden, which is new beginnings. One of the things that I'm finding very interesting about this read right now, Libras, is that today is a new moon. The new moon is all about new beginnings. This one happens to be in Scorpio, which is all about rising back up from all of that ash that you've become and starting over. I also love this. Your last card over here, Libras, well, I say last, the last one in this reading right here, is the Wailing Tree, which is reconciliations. This is a very intense full circle week for you, Libras. So where last week, the week before, etc., you had things that weren't going your way, you had things that were causing you to lose, to let go of stuff, or people to exit your life, whatever it was, all the loss that you've occurred, I'm going to say especially in the last 3 weeks, Libras, this is the week that you finally have a new beginning hit you. Not only a new beginning, but a reconciliation. Be really careful with this reconciliation, because when you have a new beginning, usually it's reconciling the past with the future, letting go of some things that bother you, that have been hanging in for too long. But sometimes these reconciliations are way harder than we ever realized that they would be. Now, I already kind of looked at your shadow work card, because I was pretty sure that when it hit my hand, it turned over on the table, and it did. You guys have the Parasite card, and this is upside down. This new beginnings, this letting go of things, this is going to be a week where you guys realize, Libras, that maybe you thought something was parasitic, but it's not. That's where some of this reconciliation comes in. So it's going to be an interesting week in that you're going to see where there's a lot of things you've been holding a grudge against, you've been angry about, etc., that weren't really what they thought, what you thought. Also, wouldn't surprise me if you find out people had planted that thought in your head. Just saying, Libras. Just saying. Libras, I'm going to say Labradorite. Labradorite is going to help you on your path. Lab's also something that helps you see the true character of someone. So if you have someone that maybe they're kind of being parasitic or any of that, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. That brings me to my sweet little Scorpios. I have tons of lab in the shop right now. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Here we go, Scorpios. Are we ready? Well, you can't make this shit up, okay? I mean, y'all saw me shuffle. Scorpios. You guys also start off with Anubis, which is preservation and obligation, neutrality, the god of the underworld, starting over. I've seen this card so many times because I've had these cards for years, and I just noticed the shape behind him. It's like an octagon. Well, no, it would be, what is a 6? What's the 6th one? It's not a hexagon. But anyway, but it's got an opening at the top. I just noticed that it's very, very geometric shape back there. Anyway, I digress. Scorpios. What's interesting about this is more the obligation. Because you also have skywriting, which is fate, the fates, obligations, things that you have to take care of. Hexagon is 6. Okay, thanks. I was like, wait. My brain hurts. It is what it is. All of this stuff that you feel is obligated, that you just have to keep doing, Scorpios. This is the week where you see karmically why some people are always coming back around. Where you see why some situations continue to happen again and again and again. You're going to see a lot of karmic bonds this week. You're going to see a lot of issues, a lot of karmic ties, things like that pop up. And here's what's funny. Nothing in here yet. I haven't turned over your shadow work card. Talks about letting go of them, about cutting time, any of that yet, okay? What I find really interesting is this. This is the curiosity card. I know more than a few of you Scorpios, so the fact that I'm telling you, you're going to see all of these karmic bonds this week and not want to cut them off. Instead, you want to know why? Why there's a karmic bond there? I think that's really interesting. I think that's super, super interesting, Scorpios. So, instead of completely cutting off these karmic bonds when you see them and you learn about them this week, you're going to want to know why, Scorpios, apparently. So we have those Scorpios that are in that 5-year-old mode of why? 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 So Scorpios, try not to drive everyone around you nuts with the word why. Okay? You just need to know why. You need to know all the things. You need to know why there are karmic bonds. Because here's the thing. If you know why, you can break that bond. Okay? Interesting. This is the fragmentation card, Scorpios, which means the shadow work that this new moon has brought to you in Scorpio is all about seeing where you have been fragmented and wanting to know why. So Scorpios, it's going to be an intense week for you of learning why things are the way they are around you. It's probably not going to make you super happy either. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's always interesting to me when candles are burning and I smell one go out, but one hasn't gone out. Sagittarius, I just want one anchor card, and you guys keep pulling 2 every time. Finally, finally, finally. Oh, stone for, you're right. Stone for Scorpio. I'm actually going to say Petrified Wood or Apache Tears. If you can't find those, something like Malachite. You want the most grounding stone you can find. Okay? You want the most grounding stone you can find. Being fragmented and seeing why, learning why, you need something grounding. Wood, Petrified Wood is going to be the best one. Apache Tears is fantastic. Obsidian would be the next. Malachite is another one. An Armada stone is another one. Like, there's all kinds of good stones for grounding. So if you don't have Petrified Wood or Obsidian, Apache Tears, I would say head to one of your local stores like tomorrow and just look at the tumbles that they have for grounding and pick one out that calls to you. Okay? I'm glad y'all reminded me. Thank you. All right. Sagittarius, you can't make this shit up. Wow. All right, Sagittarius, you guys also have Danu, which is the mother of creation, which is creation. It's motherhood. It's ferocity. It is an intense energy of making something happen out of nothing. But here's the thing. You guys also have the Dream Thief, which is the refusal of the call. And then you have the radical acceptance, the beloved, the radical acceptance. Sagittarius, there is something, like this is a little specific. There is something that you've been considering doing, okay? There's been an opportunity. There's been someone pushing you to do something. Whatever it is, it's like something that just continues to pop up and someone is trying to get you to do it. But you haven't. You haven't said yes yet. I'm going to tell you not to say yes. Okay? I'm just going to say not to say yes, because this refusal of the call means that you're not harnessing this energy for something else. Harness this energy, harness this Danu energy for you, Sagittarius. Don't let someone else talk you into using this. Seriously. Don't. They can tell that you have this amazing creation energy, and they want to use it for them. So trust your gut. There's a reason you haven't told them yes, and I'm going to say absolutely don't. This radical acceptance right here tells me that you'll understand why you don't want to get into this situation. You don't want to give them money. You don't want to give them your time, your energy. No. Sagittarius, this is your week. Your spiritual advisor is going to tell you to be absolutely selfish. Okay? Do not make business decisions. Do not get in partnerships. Do not do anything like that this week, Sagittarius. You're going to see why, and it'll be okay. Something better will come along. But this is not the week to enter into any kind of decision, big decision. Okay? I can't wait for this. This is also the Addicted card. It took me a while to get this out for you guys, so you know that I shuffled them. But this is also the Addicted card. Here's the thing, Sagittarius. Part of the reason that you're not supposed to take this opportunity, not supposed to agree to whatever this is because you're addicted to something in this situation, and you have to break that addiction first before you can ever step into something else. Okay? It's going to be an intense week of realizations for you, Sagittarius, but not super bad, not super crazy. You can handle it. I know you've got this, okay? But just know that your gut's going to tell you to not do things, and I'm going to advise you not to do them. Okay? Stone for Sagittarius. I'm going to say Hematite. Not only is it magnetic to help you keep what is yours, but it also will ensure that you are firmly protected. Okay? It's going to be an interesting week. It's going to be a very interesting week. I noticed there was a lot of resets. There was a lot of resets going on in these cards. Like, I'm going to go reset my sleep button because I didn't sleep very good last night. So, yeah. And I got to get up early in the morning. Kid to school and to the shop. Can y'all believe that next week is Thanksgiving? Seriously. Can you believe next week is fucking Thanksgiving? I can't. Anyway. Happy 11/13. Happy new moon. For those of you guys on YouTube, I appreciate you hanging out, watching all of the Zodiac.